Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Light Sage Intuitive. Come on in, have a seat. Let's chat. I'm going to be doing a general reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please keep in mind this is a general reading, so it won't resonate for all of you. If you find this is not your message, you might want to check out one of the videos for your other planetary placements. There may be a message for you there. Also, timing is fluid. This could have happened, be happening now, or happen in the future, as well as whenever it is that you come across this reading, it is timeless. And if you feel drawn to read it, that is the time that or watch it. That is the time that message is intended for you. And lastly, energy is interchangeable. If I'm talking about a woman or feminine energy and you're a man or masculine energy, but the message resonates for you, that's how that message is intended. I also do tell you the signs associated with the cards or the energies. Just because you don't associate that sign with that person, if the message resonates, it's still intended for you. They could have it in their chart somewhere, you could have it in your chart, or it can just be the energy surrounding the situation or the place that they're in right now. So I'm going to start with an oracle card from the Magic of You Oracle deck by Fiona Horn. I will read from the book for this one because the messages are so beautiful and I don't want you to miss anything. And then I will do a tarot reading for you and we'll get some cards for clarification. So let's get started. Okay. All right. What message do we have for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What does Cancer need to focus on as we go through this reading or be aware of in their life? What just a message you may have for them? What do we have for Cancer, please? The Cancer Collective. Okay. Whoa. Sacrifice. It's card number 28, or a 10, or a 1 if you're into numerology. It says sacrifice. What can you let go of? Okay. Do you feel you're being kept in the dark? Do you feel like you are buried? Redefine your thoughts to contemplate that you are not buried but planted. Soon it will be your time to bloom, to be aware and to know. But for now you must merge with the darkness in order to grow. The maiden has sacrificed her ego to become her primal self. Her reptile-like spine descends from her pineal gland and plunges deep into the earth, rooting her into the mother's dark embrace and plugging her into Gaia's source. Is she emerging from the earth or being drawn down into it? Both aspects are appropriate to consider. On the one hand, she is planted. On the other, she is blooming. When this card appears, it is time to consider what you are willing to sacrifice, to let go of. What are you prepared to recycle in yourself, in people, places, and things around you, in order to nourish and grow? The harder the sacrifice, the greater the exponential growth. Wow. So true. Not always easy. All right, so let's get into your reading, Cancer. I'm going to do the traditional Celtic cross spread, and then I will get clarification cards. So what do we need to know for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? For the Cancerian collective. One more, please. Okay, Cancer. Current energy is the Three of Cups. This can be, it's water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This can be a card of reunions, reconciliation, coming together with people from your past, siblings, family, old friends. It can also be a card of a third party in a relationship, and that can be 3 people. It can be 2 people and job or something emotional. Just third party doesn't have to be a person. It's an energy that is in the relationship causing some conflict between the two. However that resonates for you, either it's a reconciliation or coming together, or there's a third party in a relationship, whatever that third party is. The crossing energies or the forces that are working either for or against you is the Lovers. Okay, so I do feel like, and I know this is not going to resonate for all of you, or it could be, there's two ways I can see this. If this is a card of reunion, that person coming back into your life is a lover from the past. Perhaps someone you love now, but that relationship is about love. It is about romantic connection, deeply spiritual, deeply profound. If it is a card about a third party, this is indicating a choice that has to be made. Okay, the root of the matter, or the energy at the foundation, is the Hanged Man. All right, so Hanged Man is someone who voluntarily goes within to evaluate, look at the situation, look at your life, look at the truths that you hold to be true, and evaluating them. Perhaps they're no longer a truth for you. Maybe you've learned some things that have caused you to grow, and those ideas or ideals that you've held no longer serve you or benefit your highest good. But this is the time of taking that time out and going within. It's a deep soul searching and evaluation. This is a card of, God, I want to say that's Pisces, but I could be wrong. What is crowning you, or what's going on in your conscious or subconscious mind? What's above you? Nine of Swords. This is someone who is really, really in their head. Lots of thoughts, lots of different choices, lots and lots. You know, this is air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is someone who is just trapped in their head. In other decks, it's the person sitting up in bed. It's sleepless nights. It's all of these thoughts that are just overwhelming you. There's so much going on. It is a very difficult place to be in, especially mentally. But you are coming to the end of this cycle. 9 is almost the end. You are beginning to realize that these things that are holding you prisoner are thoughts in your head. It's your own entrapment by your own patterns of thinking. The energy behind you or your recent past. Messenger of Fire. This is Knight of Wands, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire sign. This is someone coming in, can be you, can be a person in your life, but this is someone who is very passionate and creative, very motivated and driven. It can be a message about moving forward, because the fire signs are about will and action. Also desire, very intense and passionate. So that was in your past. I feel like that could be that the Lovers is Gemini. I don't know if I said that. You know, it could be your person. It could be a message from someone in this energy that has begun this path for you. But there's something about that Knight of Wands is related or important in relation to this. The immediate future is the King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The King of Cups is incredibly, this could be someone coming into your life, could be a father, could be a grandfather, could be someone older than you. Doesn't have to be. It could just be someone who is very wise for their years, an old soul. The King of Cups is incredibly, incredibly emotional and and romantic and in touch with their emotions. But the King of Cups, as opposed to the Knight and the Page and the Queen, is they are in control of their emotions. They are not controlled by their emotions. They may or may not be particularly demonstrative with the I love yous and the verbal affirmations, but this is someone who notices the details, who does the little things. They notice that you said you liked that or that you wanted to read that book, and they surprise you with it. They do the little things to show you that they care, but it's a deeply, deeply, whoever this person is to you, it will be a deeply, deeply emotional and spiritual connection. It can be a relationship. It can just be, well, I mean, any connection with a person is a relationship, but it can be a romantic relationship, or it can just be a very divine connection. Okay, the advice for you, Cancer. Page of Swords. Okay. This can be a person coming in. It's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. These are thoughts, action, truth, clarity, education. I feel like in this position of advice, because what the Page of Swords is, they're a student. This is someone who is researching, gathering information, trying to get all of the information to get the bigger picture. I feel like that's the advice for you. Either someone's going to come in that's going to help you do that, or this is what you need to be doing right now in this situation, Cancer, is doing the research, really, really looking into this, looking at all of the possibilities and all, which of course just contributes to this being in your head. But I think you need to get out of your head, out of that, trapped by your own thoughts, and really stand back and look at it with fresh eyes as you research this. As you study it. The energy around you or your current environment is the Eight of Swords. This is, again, I mean, I see that this is, right before the Nine. This is the person who is trapped in their thoughts, feeling trapped, stuck, and bound by their own mental prison. But I feel like, yes, this is in your environment. It makes sense that you would be here. This is where you've been, what's surrounding you, but you are coming to this realization that it is these things that you are holding on to from your own making, your own fears that have you trapped and bound. And you are going to liberate yourself. I'm confident of that. I really feel that. Your hopes and or fears is the Ten of Cups. This is a card of emotional fulfillment. The Tens are the completion of a cycle, having it all. The deeply romantic, passionate, spiritual connection, the white picket fence, the family, the love, the job that's fulfilling, all of those things which make you feel emotionally fulfilled. This is a very deep spiritual connection. This is this is that in your life. This is also finding that emotional fulfillment within yourself. And this is in your hopes and fears. So if I were to read that, I would say you hope for it and you're afraid that you're not going to have it. But you're a Cancer, and I know that you are. I know that you are. You're going to find your way through this. Let's see what the potential outcome is. I feel like that's the one. The Tower. Okay. So we will get clarification on these things. The Tower is I'll just get really quickly. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords, which can be a person, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I feel like this is you. I'm seeing a lot of air. You're really in a place of air right now. But the Queen of Swords is logical, and she's able to balance. The Queen of Swords is able to balance her emotion through her intellect. It's a give and take of that air and water energy. And I feel like this is you. This is the overall feeling. It can be man or woman, it doesn't matter. But this is you really being in touch and in balance, very logical. Now, I will say she can be very decisive in her judgment. When something no longer serves her, or if you cross her, if your truth does not align with hers, she doesn't hesitate to bring that sword down and cut it off, to cut that tie. But I just really feel like this is you in a place of balance. You're trying to balance, because Cancers are very emotional, or can be. But this is you balancing your emotion and your intellect. And I love to see that. I feel like through that balance, you're going to get what you need. So I want to talk about the Tower for a second. It looks like a very ominous card, and it most definitely can be. We have Tower moments in our lives when something needs to crumble in order to be rebuilt from a more solid foundation. We can, we get indications that something no longer fits or doesn't serve us anymore. Something needs to change. Maybe we're on the wrong path. We get indications of that. If we choose to acknowledge that and deconstruct the Tower ourselves, it is a much easier process than if we ignore that. Because if we ignore it, and it is something that has to change, that we have outgrown, that we cannot continue forward in, the universe, God, life, Great Spirit, however you want to refer to that, is going to cause a Tower moment in your life, which is going to be very big, huge. Something huge is going to be deconstructed. It's going to crumble. It's going to fall because you're going to have to, because you need to rebuild. It does not have to be painful. It can be, but whatever it is just something that is a huge upheaval. And it's going to make you go, wow, oh, wow. So, that choice is going to be up to you. And I feel like you are on the path. I really do. I feel that that there's something that needs to change, that there's something that needs to be deconstructed and rebuilt in your life. So I'm hoping for you that you will take the steps necessary to make that happen so that you do your own deconstruction instead of the tower happening to you. It is your choice. But we'll see. Let's see. Verification cards. Okay. So on your current position in the crossing energies, we have 3. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. So, yeah, this is truth. Someone came in with a truth. I feel again, could be the same person, could be different people. Air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Earth, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and then again, Air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I feel like this Queen of Pentacles is you, Cancer. I feel like this is, either someone brought you a message of truth that has you in this position of evaluating. It, again, it created an aha moment, an epiphany, a realization. It sparked a new idea towards truth for you. And this is you in a position of, I love to see this. Like I was talking about balancing your emotions and your, through your intellect. This Queen of Pentacles, she's in touch with her emotions. She's intellectual. She's grounded and stable. To me, this is the mini Empress, the great Earth Mother. And I feel like this is you bringing that grounded balance to this issue that you are looking into that's going on, running through your mind, that really needs to be addressed. And I feel like you're coming to that from a very mature, balanced, and grounded energy. I love to see that for you. Okay. So at the root of the matter, for the Hanged Man, Queen of Swords. God, we got Queen of Swords everywhere. I just feel like this is just reiterating. This is you again. You are really trying to look at this, balancing your emotions from an intellectual position. You're trying to look at the best course of action. If there are legal matters associated with it, what are those implications? How is this going to affect that? What is this going to do for future growth? This is just you really coming into this position of going within and delving into what the root of this is and what things need to change from a place where you are willing to, like I said, cut those things away which do no longer serve you. Wow, I like that. Too many cards, Cancer. Clarifying the Messenger of Fire, we have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, I don't know your situation, you do. Something about this, either this person came in with an offer of a new passionate beginning to offer stability and security, wanting to make something grow, or something about that sparked these beginnings in you, something about your interaction with that person. But wands are fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is creativity, passion, motivation, drive to accomplish something, the beginning of a very passionate relationship. Pentacles are security, stability, those things that make us feel secure, those things that we want to grow, to nourish and flourish in our lives. So this person, like I said, they don't have to be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They could have it in their chart. They just could have come in that energy. But this person brought these to you or sparked these beginnings in you. Oops, I skipped the what's above you. I feel like I'm not even going to clarify what's above you. You know what's going on in your head. You know what's been going round and round in your head. You know what thoughts have had you trapped. And that's your personal space there. So I'm going to leave that one. There's a reason I went to the past instead of there, I guess. All right, so for your immediate future, this King of Cups, Nine of Swords, again, yeah. So, yeah, okay. This person could already be in your life. For all I know, it is this person. But I just feel like this is clarifying this card, because out of this clarity that you are going to gain, it's going to help bring this person into your life. This Nine of Swords, you move to the Ten of Swords and release those things that have been having you feel trapped in your head. It's going to make space for this connection or this relationship. Whoops. Okay, so in your advice, where you're doing research, I swear a card popped out, did it not? The Hierophant. Okay, yeah, I mean, like I said, this is someone researching. This person is doing research. The Hierophant is a spiritual card. It's spiritual law. It can deal with things. It can deal with marriage, legal contracts, spiritual truth. I feel like what you're researching is a very spiritual matter. But yeah, it's just reiterating the advice for you. And this could also be, maybe you need to speak with a spiritual advisor. Whatever your faith is, maybe a priest or a counselor, or just researching or delving into that. Even this, if I'm not the reader for you, maybe there's another reader that is a counsel for you. But definitely too, it's just reiterating that you need to do this research. I was also going to say, maybe you need to pray, however it is that you pray, or meditate. Get in touch with your higher self to guide you through this. Knight of Wands, or the Eight of Air in your current environment. All right, there's someone in your current environment that you are, maybe they brought you in an offer, or maybe this is just a person in your environment, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but they don't have to be, just someone who is incredibly passionate and fiery and motivated and ready to take charge and let's go, let's do this, let's make this happen. You feel very drawn to them. I get a very strong attraction when I look at this card. Yeah. As well as the Star, which the Star is telling me this is a card of, a yes card. It's a card of a divine gift, of assistance being offered, lighting your path. It's a very good omen. I feel like, yeah, something about this person right now, especially in this period, really lights you up. For your hopes and fears. Five of Swords. Okay, Five of Swords. Fives are about change. Five of Swords is about conflict, a struggle, a battle. You've been going through one, but this is more about an actual, maybe you're afraid that there's going to be fighting, that there's going to be loss or deception. But yeah, I mean, that makes sense for that to be in a place of hope, of fear, not hopes, because you don't hope for that. But maybe you're afraid that that's going to happen. We also have the Magician and the Devil. So, all right, I'll start with the Devil. The Devil's a card of Capricorn. Magician is Gemini or Virgo. It's a mercurial energy. Devil's a card of Capricorn. This is someone who is stuck, tied, and bound, not able to escape from something. It can be a card of addiction, but it is, in every deck, it's the same scenario, but I don't know if you can see that. I love this deck. This person is trapped in this cage, feeling stuck, tied, and bound. But the thing is, if they look up, that lock is open. All they have to do is remove the lock and open the door and walk out. This is feeling stuck, tied, and bound by your own mental perception of things. So Change your perception. You also have the Magician, which the Magician is the master manifester. This is someone who's in control and in balance with the energies in their life, and their ability to, they're very strong magicians, powerful, able to manifest those things that they focus on and what they want in their life. I feel like maybe you're afraid you're going to be stuck, tied, and bound, but I feel like in your heart, you hope for and you know that you have the ability to manifest this vision that you have. For your potential outcome, let's look at the Tower. The Fool. Of course, every Tower moment is going to lead to a Fool moment. This is taking the leap of faith. You know, once you deconstruct that Tower, it is going to allow you to take that leap of faith and step onto your path. Wow. Wow. And it's gonna lead you right towards the Six of Cups, which is this is reminiscing about someone from your past. It's about maybe you've been that is one way to take this. This could be someone that you've had a relationship in this life in the past. This can be about a very deep, emotional, past life, romantic relationship. I feel like you need this Tower in order. This is what I'm getting. I know this doesn't resonate for all of you. In order for you to step forward as the Fool and move towards this relationship that calls to you, that just speaks of lifetimes together, if a very deep, emotional, very very spiritual connection. In order for you to become the Fool and move towards that, there has to be a Tower moment. Do you deconstruct the Tower, or do you wait for the Tower to happen to you? That is your choice, Cancer. Wow. But with this Tower moment, wow, it's beautiful. I mean, this is very, very fulfilling. Very deep, very spiritual, very important for your growth, I feel. And on the bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. This is also a card of wish fulfillment. Wow. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. I hope that it helped. I hope it resonated for you. If it did, I would love it if you would like, share, or subscribe, comment, give me feedback. I love that. And thank you so much for being here with me. I hope I see you again. Love and light.